Hello everyone, how do you do? Let's sort out the sound quality. Let's talk. Yes, me. I'm still recovering. I am better than before, but my energy levels are certainly not anywhere near where they used to be before the 1st of October. This has been an October to remember. My goodness. Anyway, hi Phyllis, hi Abena. Good evening. This morning, I shared a video. I've not come live for such a long time. I don't know how this is going to go. I do not know energy level. And yeah, my internet has already started flicking. You will have to forgive me. But let's talk. I made my first video discussing Regina Daniels' brouhaha with Pa Ned Nwako. I have discovered he's Nwako. Okay, look, I'm a fake Nigerian. I'm trying to Nigerianize my accent, but sometimes, no matter how much you try, you will betray yourself. My friend says, hey, the minute you said Nwako, we all know you are not Nigerian. Yeah, Pa Ned Nwako. And even me, I cannot be Pa Ned Nwoko's wife. When I was saying it, you were laughing. How old is Pa Ned Nwako? I have a feeling Pa Ned Nwako is at least 20 years older than me. But I don't know his exact age, but going off a few things. He's at least 20 years older than me. That's 2 generations there. 2 whole generations. And me, if I had a child in her teenage, she could have been Regina Daniels' age. If I had participated in some teenage pregnancies, some of those children could have been Regina Daniels' age. How old is she? I have nephews and nieces who are in their late 20s. I have a cousin I am older than, who had a child in 1997. So imagine if I had a kid in 1997. That kid would be, 28? Yeah. That is around Regina Daniels' age, isn't it? My cousin, who has a 28-year-old, is a couple of years or 3 years younger than I am. That's my baby cousin. My baby cousin has a 28-year-old. Woo! So, me, Seth, I feel be Regina Daniels, Mama. I'm looking at Mama Regina Daniels. That woman is older than me, but not by much. Even Regina Daniels' mama, if she married Ned Nwoko, she's safe. That is a stretch. Nerine, Mercy, Vic, Sister Kusia Techiwa, of Akufia Dade, Josephine, yeah, Rosemond Dapena, I hope you are good. I like picking on topics that have lessons. And this Ned Nwoko, Regina Daniels one is full of lessons. And it's full of the type of lessons I like to teach. Hello, Sister Lorna. How are you doing? I've been telling you guys about the perils of polygamy. The fact that polygamy puts competition. Competition is one of the key hallmarks of polygamy. And you hear these narcissistic men who, they are narcissists. They only think of one person's perspective. It doesn't matter how detrimental it is to women, as long as it sort of confers something onto a man. Polygamy is a way of who? Those of you who grew up in polygamous homes, I have dared you to come and tell me that your mothers were sane. I've dared you. How many of your mothers were sane? Your mothers could poison each other over kukunte powder, cornstarch. They could poison each other over cornstarch. They could do all sorts of things over things that don't even matter. That is what happens when you put the human mind in competitive mode. And that is all polygamy is for women. Competition. Cynthia, I am healing by grace. That I even have the energy levels to sustain a live feed. I don't think I've done a live feed in about a week. Oof. So to be able to do one right now is amazing. It feels so good to be recovering and to be doing some things closer to normal. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you so much. But yeah, who has polygamy ever helped? How many of you were not sabotaged in your father's homes by your stepmothers? How many of you were not sabotaged in your father's homes by your stepmothers? And now we are already seeing in some of the prominent people who have died in Ghana. It doesn't matter how much money there was here. The children and the women are all circling like vultures over property. Because everybody wants to grab something as a payback for the pain that they have endured. That's what it is. Everybody has endured some pain. And so everybody wants to hang on to something to feel like the pain was worth something and they've got something to show for the pain. That's all it is. Yeah. Pa Ned has brought how many women? 8 women. And he wonders why, how many women, and some of them have gone cray-cray. Regina has gone cray-cray. Who's surprised? Not me. Abla. Regina Daniels has gone cray-cray. Who is surprised? Not me. Because Regina is the youngest amongst all these women. Again, imagine people like me in competition with a baby like Regina. If some of the women that Pa Ned Nwako has married are as old and as jaded and as crafty and Machiavellian as I am, if you bring a little kid into my mess and you put competition in the equation, I can be dangerous. I'll play with her mind. I will play games with her mind. By the time I will be done, she go cray-cray. Of course she will cray. I know the games I will play will be very light touches. We will not punch. We will just smirk. Words won't even need to come out of my mouth to aggravate you. If you give a kid like that to me, I can emotionally manhandle them without speaking. So I am imagining, looking at Pa Ned's age, some of the women he has married are around my age. And she has brought this little baby into this equation to be around these women. And you wonder why the girl cray-cray. You see, I was alluding to it this morning. Some of you were laughing. There are some things that are written in your DNA. You are supposed to be young and stupid. It is written in your DNA. And whilst you are young and stupid, you are supposed to act in that stupidity. When you are a young girl, you are supposed to meet a young man. You both have unnecessary energy and no sense. So that when the two of you decide to do firement, it should be full of fireworks. That young man should rock your world and let you forget sex. And you should let that young man forget his name. You do cray-cray things. Drive your bodies to ecstasy. See the limits of foolishness before common sense steps in and teaches you discipline and establishes order. And then you can live with common sense moving forward. But that rocking of your world is so necessary. Yes, by the end of the rocking of your world, your heart will be broken. But it's also part of the process anyway. You need a broken heart in order for common sense to be established. So imagine an 18-year-old girl who is married by a 60-something-year-old man. Which energy is Ned going to use to rock Regina's world? Huh? Those of us who are married to older men. Exactly, Nanaya. Exactly. Those of us who are married to older men, my husband is above 50. But me, myself, I'm also close to that number. When we met each other, our bodies could do a lot of things. His body can no longer do the things I saw it do, just as my body can no longer do the things he saw mine do. At this point, he and I have been disciplined and we have discovered common sense. Our blood pressure, our blood sugar, and our hearts and its tenacity has taught us that some stupid jumping and hopping doesn't make sense. We should settle down and act our age. You see, now when we are doing the boring and mundane, we can recollect. Do you remember that time when we will burst out laughing? Those stupid moments are supposed to sustain you in these moments. When I said I felt Regina had been robbed, since when did Pa Ned Nwako have any ability to rock her world? So now, when Regina is stressed by the common sense of life, what exactly is she going to recollect? Good evening, Anaya. It's good to see you, sis. What exactly is Pa Ned Nwako going to have in Regina's mind as recollection? I don't think Pa Ned already has heart conditions by now, I'm sure. If he doesn't have it, he has sugar condition. Hey, if he's not completely there, he's approaching impotence. So which memories is Regina going to use to tide over those times when life is tough? As me, I was in my hospital bed, lying down, not able to pee. I reminded myself of when I used to be moving around and yeah. All those times when my body was doing exciting things. Arabna was a good reminder to help me to cheer myself up as my useless body was lying in a bed, not being able to do much. Where will Regina find that from? You people tell me. And if Regina cannot find those moments to hang on to, does it surprise you that she can go cray-cray? And she go cray-cray. Because there is nothing to take. I'm being dead serious. I know when I put the video out, a lot of you were laughing. When I said people like Pa Ned, Nwako, they don't know how to do them. You people were laughing. All these women he's jumping up to. The reason why he needs the women is because he's not getting organisms. He's not getting any organisms. Why is Pa Ned not getting organisms? You know, no do them. Maxine, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. Cathy, you know, no do them. The men wear no streets. They don't need plenty nobody. The men wear no streets. They don't even make a lot of noise. You hear? This your tutu is like a manhole. Like now you boy be you. Only boy go talk like that. Yes, it is not a boy hole. It is a manhole. The men know how to handle that hole. You boy, you go get lost in the hole. Cry in Lamborghini. Bah. I have never driven a Lamborghini. But I drive a Fortuner. I can tell you crying in a Fortuner is not better than the life I used to live in a Trotsky. If anybody offered me to go back and take my body at 21 and not own a car and to be at the state in which my life was at, I will not think twice, I'll go back. Crying in my Fortuna is not an improvement. The crying I'm crying right now in the places where I live and the things that I have, in a real cry. It has not been made better by the things around me. I promise you. Sister Jennifer, I am crying in a Toyota Fortuna. But if anybody offered me what I had at 21, exactly what I had at 21, hope, passion, energy, exciting, and sass, and asked me to trade all this I have here, everything I owned now, and return to what I was at 21, the speed with which I would take that offer. Bridget, the speed with which I'll take it, which you're crying, which Lamborghini. So I don't think Lamborghini is too much of an upgrade. But I can tell you, crying in a Toyota Fortuna, crying in a Toyota Fortuna is worse than the cry I used to cry in my Trotsky. Hey! Wait. Bridget, you too. We must tell the truth, oh. The crying, this house, the place I live, is such an improvement on what I had at 21. At 21, I didn't really own anything. I was now beginning to put my life together. But at least I had energy. I had hope. I had passion. I had excitement. I had sass. If somebody offered me all those things as a package, I would take it over what I have now, which crying over which Lamborghini. My friend, you can sit in a Lamborghini and cry. And cry, proper cry. I remember maybe 2 weeks ago when I was ill, I managed to crawl to come and lie in this couch here. I actually crawled here with no clothes to come and lie in this couch. And at some point, I could feel that I needed help. I was sweating, I was feverish, but I didn't have any clothes. And I couldn't go out here and ask for help because I had no clothes on. Hey, Ruth, I forgot. When I finish this, I'll call you, okay? Hey, things got in the way. I have no brain cells, you know. When I finish, I'll call you. I couldn't even make myself up there to go and get clothes to come and get people. And at that time, I was lying in this couch thinking, hey, I own this couch. But owning that couch was not an improvement on what I had at 21. At 21, you should have seen me with sass. Bridget, you two crying in your Ford is not romantic. Crying in my Fortuna is not romantic at all. I talk to a lot of young people. And recently I was talking to this young lady. And she says to me, Auntie Ama, I so envy you. And I'm like, excuse you? She says, yeah. You know, the fact that you've already had the kids are almost breaking free, you have a career, you have it. I'm like, girl, shut up. Shut up. Now, none of those things is nice. If somebody would offer me to take what you have, youth and hope, I would take it so fast. Maria, too, I'm feeling much better. Thank you for asking, dear. I'll take youth and hope any day and I will run. It is Facebook, it's not you. Facebook is no longer notifying people when I'm here. Prem Success, how you doing? Yeah. Look, a person like Regina Daniels has got money from this Ned Nwako. She has got status. I'm very sure she doesn't wake up worrying about her children, exercise books and homework and school fees and clothes and holiday and creature comforts. She does not. But I don't think Ned has given Regina an orgasm anytime recently. And the Lord in his wisdom created organisms, so he knows it's very good. The Lord knows that life is so tough that you need an organism to help you mask the difficulties we have in life so that you don't remember them. when your skin come, you don't remember your problems. Ask anybody. You all of you know. None of you is going to pretend you don't know. When you people have organisms, do you remember your financial problems? And those of you who have had one recently. When somebody rocks your world and you don't remember your name, you also don't remember your problems. You don't remember your problems. Sometimes you'll be calling your own self different names. The Lord created it on purpose because he knows life is going to be difficult. And so you need somebody to rock your world and make you forget it. Can you imagine? Man, and I was talking to this lady many years ago, and she was telling me she'd never had one. I was stunned. And I'm like, so how do you take the edge of life? You've just been like, man, the whole time you're entire. Haven't you slept with anybody before? She says, oh, I've been married, I've been sleeping, but no outcomes. I'm like, your husband needs to be slapped with the left hand. Again, she was with a very elderly guy. He can't even hold an E. He cannot sustain an E. He does not have the waist grease to contort and to conjure. Can you imagine? You live a whole lifetime and you don't get one organism. You just do mundane meh and you die. But that's a real possibility for these girls who are messing with Paned, you know. Rabna. Yeah, it's a real possibility for the girls who are messing with Paned. If you look at how Paned is standing, Paned is tired. Paned tired. I was talking to my friends. A lot of my friends who are above 50, they're tired. One of my friends has gone to find a 27-year-old. And he's now married to a 27-year-old. They have 2 little children. The stress he's experiencing, he's not able to deliver and he knows he can't. He cannot face the match. He knows he's giving a poor show. And he knows why his wife is pissed. It's not to do with not cleaning up. It's not about his socks lying nowhere. All those things are excuses. If you like, rock your woman's world. She will not remember where you left your socks. Ask the sisters. T4 tired. Panet tired. Me self I tired though. How do I know Panet tired? Me I tired. Me I tired. And if there is a woman who hasn't really done crazy things with my body and put my body in, I've maintained my low counts and low scores, you know. I've kept my body in very good shape. But even me, I tired. I tired. It doesn't matter how low you keep the mileage. As the time goes, as gravity does its thing, you go tired. So imagine me with a toy boy trying to deliver. What would I be delivering for this toy? That's why a lot of women my age are also looking for toy boys. The same reason why the men are looking for toy girls. You know why? We know that we cannot move. We are going to lie down like rocks and watch the other person do it. Yeah, I think this is panopause. It is doing him. Hey! Because I could not believe that he has actually come to put that video out to say his wife is tinkering with hard substances and he's watching his wife tinkering with hard substances. He has not reported it to the law enforcement agencies. He sat there watching, and the very first thing he wants to do is to come and report to the Facebook uncles and aunties. This is Ajwa. If Regina were to hear me, she should cry. Somebody should have told Regina before she signed up to this thing. Because that man is too old even for me. Wallah, that man is too old for me. He cannot deliver for me. Me and my tired bones. There is still a lot of life in this body that man will not be able to face. How much more Regina, who could be my daughter? Paned cannot do me. So how is he going to do Regina? with her energy levels. And that is how all these drugs come in. You see, these old men know the show is going to be poor. They feel bad for themselves that the show is going to be poor. So they distract these little girls so the girls don't notice how poor the show is. That's why they have the girls drinking and smoking these things, all as a way to take the edge off. They don't want the girls to be conscious when this happens. They tell the girls that it makes things intense because they know that they themselves cannot deliver any intensity. Sister Bridget, if you are getting muscle pulls, go and get a magnesium top up. Go and see your doctor. Go and run some tests. You probably need magnesium and some zinc. Go and have it. Me, my own is sitting here. Since I started taking magnesium and zinc, sister, the muscle pulls have relaxed. Otherwise, the muscles were pulling it. So a lot of girls who are with Parned and their types, they drink a lot. They drink a lot because there's something about going into a poor show that does something crazy to your mind. You do not want to spend your time and energy in poor situations. That's why women my age, most of us, we do Wakanda. If you are going to give a poor show, we are not going to do. There's a lot of men who have this funny theory. They lose libido. No, we haven't lost libido. In fact, I have the greatest libido I have ever had in my entire life. The problem is, though, I am not interested in shit shows. So if the show is not going to be good, if I'm not guaranteed a good show, the energy I'm going to expend to have a poor show, we are not going to do. So when you come, we have crossed. We will sit here. You'll be doing and doing. I will not be minding you. You will think I don't have appetite. I have appetite. But I have appetite for good stuff, not for shit shows. Kanko. I have appetite for good show, not shit show. And so, if I'm going to face you, and I know that I've got to face you in order to get my children's school fees, or I've got to face you to get the latest Lamborghini, I've got to face you. I for drink, I for smoke, I for chew, I for do. if snorting, I snort. If inhaling, I inhale. You for take something, something for what sense for your eye before you confess. Can you imagine? Me? Can you imagine? How many of you can imagine jumping in bedmatics with Parned with your kolo eye? Be honest. How many of you go do with your kolo eye? If you do, Letitia, I am saying no fidu. I know fidu with Parned with kolo eye like. I for they smoke, they chew, they drink, they snort. I for the even cream. I for swimming. But how have you faced Parned with kolo eye for what? So those of you who are surprised that the little girl is tinkering with stuff, she will tinker. She must tinker because she cannot use her kolo eye go face this thing. Hey, you see the body part, you see the body part in all its lack of glory, and you for manage am na so. You cannot do them. If you do them with kolo eye, me I know if you do them, because you know if you do them. So yeah, that be why she go. If your pastor is on your friend list, block him. Block him ASAP. Come on for list. This no be church. Tell pastor, this no be church. Make it come out for here. Hey, Maria too says sad, but true. I don't think there was a Chantel girl. It's quite common, actually. A lot of the girls who have children for these men, after a while, the men will accuse them of being druggies. Sometimes they will throw the girls out and they would take the children and they would come up and they would smear the girls and there's evidence. Sister Yakubia, is it true or is it not true? You go take kolo, I go fake meat Parned Nwako. Maria, to you are cracking, but is it true? Have I lied? Have I lied? I haven't lied. Imagine partnered. I can imagine. Hey, no. Chantel, I cannot imagine partnered, even for me, with a born Regina Daniels. With a little bit of effort, I feel born, you know. With small effort, in my teenage, I feel born that girl. I me self, you mama. I know if you use my colo, I take do. Partnered. How can Regina take colo, I take do? You know if you do. So if I come out sense for I, if for the close eye, so that you go fit do am so. Maria too. If for common sense for I, waiting go fit common sense for I. Things where for lick, if for smoke, if for snort, for chew, for drink. Ruth. So I am having these conversations. I know these days my brain is in the gutter. And I cannot seem to lift myself out of the gutter. It does not matter what topic I'm discussing. My madness is refusing to hide. But amongst all this madness, I'm very sure that if you pay attention, you should hear the seriousness that I am actually trying to discuss. Yeah, Bridget. No, her acts, what she's doing now, is her seeking help. It is her at break point. Myself, can you imagine, even at my age, if I woke up one day and I was thinking that Parnet is the only bowler I will be living with the rest of my life, I will kill myself immediately. I will jump from a window without thinking. And now, Iraba, you wake up one day, even me at my age, and the person with it will rock my world be Parnet for the rest of my life. I will jump. Hey, sister Yvette, even at 69, you don't figure do. Poverty is a bastard. If poverty were not a bastard, why would Regina's mom encourage her to do this? There's a lot of pressure on Regina. And again, I know we are laughing. What she's doing is a cry for help. She is giving a desperate cry for help. I'll tell you, maybe a year ago, I saw some of their behind the scenes footage. And Regina had gone onto a set where Morris Sam and some of the suspects were. But, right, you are not in my class, eh? Don't worry. I'm calling my classmate. If you don't belong in my class, make you no worry. Me and my classmates are talking. If you come and you don't belong in the class, feel free to listen for free and know that you are not in the class. Don't worry. We are not forcing you to be in our class. Correct for 3 points. I was watching how she was vibing with the younger boys. I was with a friend of mine and I said, hey, there is trouble on the mountain. You see, that night when Regina finishes that movie, when she's busy sleeping at night beside Parnet, the devil will send her one email, just one email, and her brain will do her scrabam. Regina will be lying beside Parnet, who is already knocked out, snoring, because that's what we do. Myself, I don't last 2 minutes in a bed before I knock out and snore. I will wake up after 1 hour, but it doesn't matter. Once I hit the bed, I'm sleeping and snoring. If you are two old people lying in the bed like my husband and I, the minute he starts snoring, just before I will be pissed, I myself will also be out snoring. So nobody hears anybody snoring. As I'm sparking, he is moving off. But imagine you being young, with some life in you, in bed with somebody who is sparking ikanika, changing gears. Hey, kissing frog. Kissing frog is not an easy job, Hannah. And this is me, a froglet speaking. I'm a baby frog. I know. Before some of you will start crying and thinking I don't know I'm a frog, I know I'm a froglet. Me say frog. Frog is me. I know. But imagine, you sit down and imagine. That night, whilst Regina came back from interacting with Maurice Sam and co, she would sit down and her brain would send her one simple email. Regina, did you enjoy yourself today? Regina's mind will not know where her own mind is leading her. So she's like, yeah, it's so much fun. And her brain will tell her, hey, what made it so fun? Oh, Maurice Sam is so funny. Hey, your own brain will ask you, hey, Maurice is fun, right? Yes. What made him fun? Oh, the music he was talking about is the music I like. Hey, he was discussing the clubs that I like to go to. He was dancing exactly the way I was dancing. Hey, Maurice, oh, I had so much fun. Your brain will leave you for 3 seconds and then it will ask you, is Parned able to give you this much fun? Hey, yeah, that is where the problems will begin. Then your own brain will start telling yourself, I don't mind it. We have Lamborghini, but have you been laughing in your Lamborghini? Hey, Belinda, I see you. Have you been laughing in your Lamborghini? I'm a Manson. A Manson brain will be inside my own brain, trying to brain my brain, but the other left side of your brain will not let you get away from it. Do you remember when Maurice picked you up and he spun you? And your brain is like, yeah, so has Parned spun you like that since you got married to him? No, he has waist pains. So you will never be spun like that. Didn't you enjoy being spun? Did you not enjoy being spun? And that's where your brain, the right side of your brain is going to say, hey, yeah, it was nice. So, sorry. Parned cannot spin you. He will give you a bank alert. Bakam. He will give you bank alert, but bank alert cannot spin you. Hey, next time you go on set, you see the girls who are dating younger girls. They are back talking about this and that, and you'll be looking at your life, realizing you are not doing this. Never mind that. Stephen. I'm so happy to see you too. Hey, yeah, Sister Yvette. Just the thought of it is going to keep you up at night. It is going to mess with your peace. It is going to make you think thoughts that are unhealthy. And it's going to make you mad. When you wake up realizing that younger boys could have been spinning your world, but you have given it up in order to come lie here with one who can only do this. Jacqueline. Waist muscle died a long time before you were born. Waist muscle, it died a long time before you were born. This man is hypertensive. He's hypertensive. Which pressure is the blood going to pump to fill? My sister. He's not going to be able to fill the muscle to capacity. No, he's not. If you are lucky and he's able to fill it to 20%, you are doing well. By now, for some of them, it's even kojoto. You will just be managing bank alerts. I have never seen bank alerts give orgasm before. Has it? Maybe nobody has put that kind of alert in my bank account before. These are the truths that you must tell young women. I know you have hunger in your belly. And when you are belly empty, you want to grab everything. But I promise you, it doesn't matter how poor you are. It doesn't matter how hungry you are. One day, your hunger will be satisfied. One day, you will get a car. One day, you will live in a house which is too big for you. And if you decide to chase that, one day, your eye will catch what you are after. And that is the day your problems will begin. He himself, he can't even pump it for one girl. Now he has 8 of you to pump for. Yeah. And per my understanding, she's one of the preferred ones because she's younger. She fit tear eye top, they do things, which is good for him, but not for her. One day you will satisfy your hunger. Whatever poverty is in your family, one day, even your family members will be satisfied. And that day will be the day your problems will begin. That night, as you are lying down, the devil will make a phone call. And the devil will ask you, Amma, now your mother has somewhere to sleep, doesn't she? And you'll be like, yes. Sister, yeah. Today I can't behave myself. All these warnings you are giving me, I'm looking at them, but I cannot behave myself. I hear he has it. If those who informed me are lying, me too, I'm lying. Like now, my salary doesn't excite me anymore. You've heard say something else. Yeah, my salary used to excite me when I first came to the Middle East. Oh, it was beautiful. Sometimes I hear people in the staff, we've been paid, woohoo! And I'm looking at these people like, my salary doesn't excite me. My salary just goes to do things that are mundane. Some time ago, those things that my salary did were like, whoa, now they don't do a thing for me. Sometimes bank alert will hit your bank account. You won't care. You won't care. Right now, I was joking to somebody, the amount of money which will give me an organism when it hits my bank account at one time, wabam, has to be 250,000 pounds. That's the minimum that will have to hit my bank account right now to excite me. As for 250,000 pounds, if it hits my bank account today, I will get an orgasm. Straight up. This I asked Antwa and Michelle. Straight up, my skin will come. Whether I'm in public or in private, my skin will come. That kind of money. But anything less than 250,000 pounds, if it hits my bank account right now, I'm like. So imagine you sending me 200 pounds. 2,000 pounds. Once even 20,000 pounds cannot do nothing. 200,000 pounds self cannot do nothing. It has to hit 250. That's my minimum. Only that is my minimum. That is my orgasmic threshold. Everybody will get your own. So that's the 200,000 naira they used to give you, 500,000 naira, 1 million naira, 10 million naira, they give you. Your skin is jumping up and down. Hey, give it 2 years. That same amount will not even shake your skin. 3 times that amount may not even impress you. Your mother already has a roof over her head. Your little sister is already in school. Her fees are almost finished. She's graduating. You now have a decent SUV, 1-year-old SUV that you are driving. You now have your iPhone 18 Plus, even before it is out on the open market. At that point, if you entered a relationship for the sake of hunger, you are in trouble. Because that day, you will go back home and you will see your husband. And that day, you will see how ugly your husband is in reality. You will be sleeping, the devil will call you. Have you seen how your husband is now standing? Look at his stomach. Look at his stomach, his protruding stomach. And you will, for the first time in your life, realize that your husband has a protruding stomach. Sister Jacqueline, come back. That is the first day. That is the first day you will see that your husband has a protruding stomach. All of a sudden, you will look at his legs and you will see he has a bow leg. You've been eating his money all this while. You've not had time to see that he has a bow leg. But this day, when your belly full, you will see he has a bow leg. That day, he will speak on you and you will realize that he has diabetes breath. No, Rabna, if Paned is going to give me that money, it has to be 3 billion pounds. From Paned. No. 250,000 is what I have got from my business or from something I have done which has hit my bank account. From Paned, it needs to be 200 billion. That is the first time you will smell diabetes on your husband's breath. You've been kissing this guy for 12 years. You have never known he has a funny breath. But this day when your belly full, you will smell it. You will smell it. That day, he will chew. He will be eating in peace. So the way he has been eating in peace around you all the time. That day alone, this is what you will hear. And your brain will suddenly not have the compassion to let a person chew his food in peace. So you will start making comments. Why are you chewing it like that? Is that how you always chew? Rabna, you are laughing, but it's true. Is that how you always chew? Oh my God. You will see his face sag. And all of a sudden you will see this guy og. He has ogged since the day you met him. It no be today he og. But today, the blinkers fall from your eyes is when you can see he is suddenly og. I have a stupid friend who called me when she made this realization, screaming, what have I done? What the hell have I done? Amma, if you come and see this creature in my house. And I'm like, what creature? He's been the same creature you took home. No. Amma, no. At least you have only seen this creature when he's wearing clothes. But today I have seen this creature naked. I'm like, is this the first time you've seen the creature naked? No, this is not the first time she's seeing this creature naked, but this is the first time she's realizing, because this is the first time her belly full. Her belly full. When your belly full, na creature you go see. You go see creatures. Caricatures, that's what you will see. Scarecrows. When the bank alert was playing pakam, your hungry brain did not give you time to look at the organism in front of you. One day, your belly will be full. No matter how empty your belly is, that's the problem. One day, your belly will be full. One day, you will do something that will be beyond your tolerance level. One day, your buttons will be pushed beyond a limit. That one day will be the worst day of your life, because you will discover some things that will be difficult to pretend. And Sherifatu, the day the blinkers come off, you are in trouble, because the suffering will begin. And so, Chandel, if you do not want to suffer, you will smoke. You will smoke. As you are suffering, you cannot sleep, you will drink. My sister, you will drink. You will go to tablets, so you find tablets. Because you cannot sleep with your kolo eye. You cannot. And especially if this guy still needs to get access to your body. And you are one of those people like me, who is very specific and particular. You must chew. You must chew. Drinking will not help you. You must swim in it. You must be in stupor before this guy is able to get to that point. And you will have to find something that gets you in stupor. I'm married too. And you know me. Now, I have mental illnesses. In these situations where I myself have been in the places I have been to, and I have had time to lie in hospital beds for so long and be sick. Right now, my brain is not braining. When I start making these videos, I intend to make serious videos. In fact, what I'm discussing is still a very serious topic. But me, myself, and I, where my brain is in the gutter, I cannot lift my brain from the gutter. So try and filter the rubbish coming out of my mouth and find the sense, because the sense is inside there somewhere. You did. The sense they there. The foolishness they plenty. I don't feel come out. Dolana. So every video I've met it. One of the girls saw a video, the first video I posted today. She says in the last 10 days, every video you have recorded and posted is problematic. Because the brain itself is problematic. Right now, this is what I want to say to you. If you have a young girl Allow her to live her poor life. That is how nature has designed it. You are supposed to be poor in your youth. You are supposed to find a young man and be poor together. And you are supposed to fight poverty together. If you go and chase poverty and poverty still overtakes you, when you come home at night, the two of you rock your bodies and you forget your poverty and sleep. He has to take you to cloud 10 and you take him to cloud 9. When you are on cloud 9, you don't remember you are poor. That is why both of you are supposed to be young, with stupid energy and no sense. Be willing to be adventurous and take your bodies to their limits so that you can all forget your stress and sleep. That's how it's supposed to be. Then together, you will build something. When you build with a person, there is a satisfaction. When I see my husband, there is a satisfaction I cannot explain to you. I am part of the reason why that guy is who he is. I am definitely in the fabric, in the construction, in the process that has built this man, and I'm so proud of. And he has his handwriting all over me. There are so many things I have done that he has had to stand in the gap for me. Many, many, many things. The most recent of them was the fact that as I started my doctorate, there were 2 whole years where I did a taught phase. Twice a month, over a weekend, I would fly from here to the UK to go do my course and come back twice every month. I was working full time. So at that time, we used to work Sunday to Thursday. So Sunday, I will work. And then I would jump on a flight on Thursday. Usually, I'll finish work, come back home, and he and the kids may be helping me pack my suitcase, especially if I had an order. They will help me pack. Whilst they are finishing packing, they will send me to go and find somebody who have food ready. I'll come and I'll eat, and then they'll send me to go have a shower. As I'm having a shower, Morris will arrive. They will finish packing the suitcases, load the suitcases into the van. And when I come, Morris and I will jump for our 2.5 hour trip to the airport in Dubai. I did not have time to cook for the children. No, I did not have time. He had to stand in and make sure that even I had food to eat that day before I went. He would check, do you have your passport? Have you got this? Is everything in order? Yeah. And then he would put me in the van and we will go. He will care for the children. He will make sure the children are fed. He will make sure the children are good. And whilst I was in England, I did not worry about whether my children will be fed or whatever. Yeah. You see, he is part of my story. And there are times where now we sit here and we talk. Do you remember there was a thing I needed to do? And I had done everything. I had emptied my bank account and I was £200 short. £200 short. I had done everything I could, tried to wiggle, tried to move. And then that afternoon, which was a deadline, I was speaking to him and he says, have you money to do it? I'm like, on this occasion, I have failed. I've tried everything. And he says, are you going to give it up? I'm like, what do you want me to do? I genuinely can't. 5 minutes later, he calls me. He says, go check your bank account. I've just put the money in, add it to what you needed, and go get done. See, that £200 he gave me was one of the reasons for a huge step I had made. That step has brought me financial benefit. It's got me social standing benefit. It's got me... My life was transformed by that particular thing. But I will not have been able to do it if he did not send me those £200. Those £200 is the reason why this significant thing happened to me, and I'm so grateful. And so, no matter what this guy does, those 200 pounds will always stand in his stead. If my husband were to go and take my salary and eat it, I won't care. Those of people who know how we operate would look at, don't you care? They would ask me about something, and I'm like, oh, he handles that one. Don't you care? You don't worry? No, I don't worry. I don't worry. This is how it's supposed to be. A young man is supposed to grow with a young girl, so that by the time you are old, you have stories, common stories. You know him in his prime, and he knows you in your prime. On the occasions when I give a shit show, I will give a shit show and I'll look at my husband, I'm like, oh, sorry. I know it was a shit show. And he's like, well, who can even stand a good show? If you give a good show, we will both die and we will burst out laughing. I cannot stand a good show. You cannot give a good show. Shut up and let's enjoy our shit show together. That's how it's supposed to be. When you start giving shit shows, the other recipient should also not be capable of a good show, so that all of you are operating at the shit show threshold and you just do so together. And each one of you will be very satisfied and happy with what other people will slap you with the left hand for. That's how it's supposed to be. When you are like Paned should be with my mother. My mother has waist pains and back pains. If she manages to get this angle, Paned, all Paned needs to do is find that angle. And both of them will be doing this. Champion one. Both of them will be doing this. This is all they will be doing. And to them, this is wonderful. When one of them is young and vibrant, and the other one is subtended at this angle, it is a problem. There are some things that are not normal. They are not natural. Those of you who think you have discovered new sense and you get yourself in these situations, you'll be here crying like Paned. Paned is now crying when his little wife is doing little girl stuff. She's a little girl first. And this is what little girls do. The difference is usually it is the fathers of these girls who are supposed to deal with this nonsense. The father who raised her is the one who is supposed to be observing this rubbish and be crying about it, so that later on when she matures, you come and marry her and you take your wife somewhere. But you want to do cradle snatching and you will cry, father cries. Marry her to no be true. The crying Paned is crying is how my dad used to cry when I was a little girl. I must stop being stupid. I must stop this foolishness. Amma, what is wrong with you? Amma, won't you think with your brain? Hey, Amma. Ilham. It's true, 100% true. It used to be my dad who used to cry. Ask anybody who knew my dad. My dad didn't know peace when I was in my 20s. Everybody who went to university with me knew my dad. My dad was a permanent resident at the university. You'll be busy in the lab doing your experiments and somebody will come in. He's here. He didn't need a name. Once they said he was here, he's arrived. He's been spotted. He did not have peace, but he was my dad. What Paned is doing with Regina, is it not what my dad was doing? Marian, 100% true. It used to be my dad who did this job. And when my dad was crying about me, nobody felt sorry for him because I was his daughter. I was his responsibility. Sometimes my dad will arrive, they can't find me, and everybody will find him somewhere to sit. Bring him cold water. Poor man, sit here. She's not here. Oh. We can't find her. People will be looking all over to find me for my dad. Sometimes I will come back and my poor dad is dozing off. He's tired. He cannot keep up with me and my foolishness. But he won't go. So he will wait for me. My friends will come and entertain him and try and distract him. That is what will happen. Just as my friends were fielding my dad, I was also fielding my friend's dad. If a friend was missing in action and their dad came, oh, I will entertain dad, I will assure dad, and I would send dad on his jolly old way fast. It is so. But you see, Paned has gone to take somebody else's wahala. And he's calling that wahala his wife. That's why Paned is now crying on social media. You know, whoever is his advisor who advised him to make that video needs to be slapped and sacked. Paned is too experienced to be doing this on Beyonce's internet. I could not believe the video I saw. As for those of you who are my age, who have decided to start divorcing your wives, you are 50-something, you want to go and find a 25-year-old, you are the next Paned. You will be back here. Some of them have already started crying. Me, I have friends who have already gone to marry little children and they are crying. There's one particular one who is now so vocal in bleating. I don't understand her. I cannot hold any meaningful conversation. Yeah. How can you have meaningful conversation with a 25-year-old when you are 52? You could be her dad. Can you hold meaningful conversations with your daughter? And he's like, does your daughter have sensible conversations with you? Your daughter is her age. Does your daughter hold sensible conversation with you? He goes and he comes back and he says, I had never thought about it that way. No, my daughter cannot hold sensible. Well, that's her age. This one too cannot hold. The fact that you are sleeping with her doesn't change anything. You are my age. You want to date my daughter. Now, foolishness you go get. That is what her dad and I are dealing with here. What a foolishness. I was just telling my husband to tell his daughter I've blocked her today. I am her mother, but I'm dying. Even me, I'm blocking her. You want to come and take my daughter? Come take. Come take. When you take, go, don't come here and bleed. Huh? You want to take my daughter? Come. I go give him. Take, go. Whatever you get, take him. Don't call me again, no. You want to sit and think with my daughter? Babe. You want to plan life with my daughter? You want my daughter to raise your children? I'm not even done raising this one. How can she raise your children? I'm struggling to raise her. You want her to raise your children as she is. You wonder why she will run away and leave your children. Even me, her mother, these days I feel like running away and leaving my children. I'm dying. Look, Benita, I know my brain is all over the place, but what I'm discussing has a seriousness at its core. Things are supposed to be some ways. And if you deviate from those ways, you will cry. The men who are dating little girls are crying. The little girls who are dating old men in their Lamborghinis are also still crying. You go cry, tire. You go cry, tire. The novelty of a beautiful body. One day, your beautiful body will wake up beside you and you will look at your wrinkly nyash right beside her firm body. And if that doesn't knock your self-esteem, nothing else will. She will attempt to get you ready and there will be no response. Your organ don't tire. It tire. It is sleep. It has been overused all your life. It's been abused. It has given up. You self, you go chew things. So it's not just the girls who are chewing things and drinking things. Even the men, they must chew things and drink things and smoke things to try and compensate because, hey, easy. Easy. But it's self-inflicted. Me, I sit here and I watch people and I talk to people and I advise people. And most of the time they insult me and then they go and get themselves in situations. And then after being in situations for a while, they come back to me and they want to engage and interact. And I laugh at people. Like, you people are hilarious. Listen, me, go there with your old woman, oh, Paned. If he was with a woman his age, that woman would be mature. She would know how to be a senator's wife. She would know how to speak to his constituency or whatever the equivalent for senatorship is. He would know how to dress. She would not smoke in public, even if she was a smoker, which keeps them young. Hilarious. Sister Joyce, mingling with little people, it doesn't keep nobody young. My son, when I hug my son and I'm feeling all his muscles in places, now that boy has started gymming a little bit, and I'm looking at this body. Girl, look at that body. I look at this body, I'm like, this is not for me. If a woman my age is stupid enough to go and play with a boy like my son, you will break in two. He will break you. He will not even have the common sense to realize before you are broken. He will break you. Even when he wants to play with me, sometimes he will carry me over his shoulder and he will run up and down this house. By the time he puts me down, I'm dizzy. When he starts attempting to lift me, I'm screaming, put me down! Yes, so this is just ordinary running around. Sister Joyce, you are laughing. My nanayao. Can you imagine? There's a friend of mine who is dating a 26-year-old. I saw this boy and I'm looking at her thinking, girl, are you stupid? Like, are you stupid? This one, he says, oh, he rocks my world. I'm like, okay, he rocks your world. When he finishes rocking your world in the morning, when you wake up, oh my God, the music he listens to is rubbish. He doesn't know how to clean up after himself. I'm like, wait, you are his mama. He's only a few years older than my yaw. And then she's like, oh my God, I hadn't thought about it that way. Yeah. When my yaw is in this house, I love that boy to bits, but my God, he drives me crazy. He finishes eating, there's a dishwasher here, he won't even put it inside. He won't open the dishwasher and put the dish in. It drives me mental. When the two of them are in residence, my kitchen is always a mess. And that's what they do. That's how they live at this age. Can you imagine one of those people being your boyfriend or your husband? Your child friend? You start nagging your child friend. And Diana, you will nag. And very soon you will sound like his mama and he will be sick and tired of you. Because you are his mama. That's why you sound like his mom. You are his damn mama. That's why. And when he puts his music on, I want to vomit. And that is the kind of music they are listening. He's a child. That's why he's behaving like a child. Joyce, what do you expect? That's a child. Man, Anaya is a child. Really, he's a child. He's a young man. 5 minutes ago, I was giving birth to him and I was dipping him in wash basins. 5 minutes. It's not even been 10 minutes since that happened. So if somebody were to see my yaw and see a V-neck, a V-waist, and think you have seen a man, his equipment looks like a man, but the brain is not that of a man. Can you imagine a person with good equipment and no brain? What that person will do to your body? It will seem like a good idea when you first start. The day you will discover it is the most stupid thing you've ever done, it will be too late. Because he will have no consideration for you. Boys that age, they are not capable of empathy. No, they have no consideration. When they fire, they will fire until their guns have all blazed. Sister, can you sustain his body firing on all guns? 5 minutes ago, Sister Joyce, I was in Withenshaw Hospital with this boy. He was born in Withenshaw. I was in Withenshaw Hospital with this boy, trying to wash him for the first time with no experience of babies. It's not been 10 minutes, that boy. If you think having a relationship with my son, he is going to have time to ask you, are you okay? Should I slow down a little bit? No. That boy has no break. Once we spark the machine, it is off. No curve, no bend, straight up. Can you sustain it, sister? Is your waist going to be able to sustain it? You would die and he would not even know you are dead. You would die. Whilst you are busy choking out and dying, he would think you are enjoying it. He will not even have time to know. He doesn't know the difference between the sounds. To him, whilst you are dying, sounds like you are enjoying it. He doesn't know the difference. You don't know. You would die a stupid death. You choking out will sound like you are enjoying. He doesn't know the difference between enjoyment and dying. You know that? He doesn't know. You want to go and mess with people like that? Go. Oh yeah, the way is your front. When you die, I won't come to your funeral. I mean, I don't have time to come for some useless funerals. If I come for that funeral, I'll be wearing yellow. So everybody knows I'm protesting my attendance. Nonsense. I will come to your funeral wearing yellow so everybody will know your death is a stupid death. You want to go and play with small boy with V-neck, a V-waist. Okay, oh yeah, go. I have a yellow dress waiting for your funeral. Yellow. Just if I wear yellow, everybody will know that I'm attending your funeral in protest. I will come there with yellow. When I tie the headgear, I will make sure the airport is here, feet right here, so everybody knows that I am there in protest. I think your death was stupid. Look, my brain is all over the place, but hopefully in this discussion, you should have heard that there is a natural sequence of events that you cannot bypass. There are some things. I was talking to one of my friends who has remarried. It's a stupid death. Joyce, I kid you not. We were talking to one of my friends who has remarried. Idaya, I'm feeling better today. Can't you hear my mouth? My mouth is running cho everywhere. Hey, if somebody says I should get up, the reason why I'm sat here talking plenty is because I don't want to face the stairs yet. I don't have the currency for stairs. So my husband went up a long time ago. Me, I'm stuck here. I haven't managed to make it up the stairs. This is my cho mouth. It's all because the capacity to go up the stairs is challenging to breathe. I was talking to a friend who has remarried. And, well, we were all talking to my friend who has remarried. And then he turns around and he says to my husband and I, you guys don't know how lucky you are. And I'm like, what? He says, yeah, you do not know how lucky you two are. That in all this time, the two of you have been there. I remember saying at my husband's 50th, I was there in his mid-20s. I was there when my husband turned 30. I was there when he turned 40. And I was sitting here watching him turn 50. And he says, you guys don't understand how lucky you both are that you have shared this long history with each other. My husband's friends are my friends. All the people he knew from university are all the people I know from university. He's not now going to introduce his friends to me, and I'm not going to introduce my friends to him. When we meet, my friends are naturally comfortable with him. His friends are naturally comfortable with me, and we flow. And this is what the friend was saying. At the party, like, you did not need to introduce one person to her. and she did not introduce one person to you. Everybody in your circle knows everybody in her circle, and it was such a natural blend. There was no wanting to put on it. We all know each other, and we've known each other for such a long time. We were laughing. The boys had stories. Some of the boys had asked me out, and this was the time they had all chosen to out anybody who had ever asked me out. And we were discussing what happened. We were howling. We were bleating outside. And he says, whilst we were at the party, I was watching the two of you naturally blend in between. His friends were upstairs. My friends floated between upstairs and downstairs, but predominantly my friends were downstairs. And we knew each other. Everybody knew each other. Charlie, where that foolish boy day? Oh, the girls will go up. Charlie, this one. Come, you people come up. Come and try this. The girls will be up there to go and try this. Charlie, this one day here. Everybody was so comfortable, natural. And this is what he was telling me. You guys don't know how lucky you have been. I was watching the two of you. I watched her come out. I watched her blend in. I watched all the friends know her and all her friends know you. And I must confess that for the very first time, I sat there very jealous of what the two of you have. And I looked at him and like, you had it and you threw it away. The person you originally married was also a friend of ours. All of us knew her. Like all your friends knew her and all her friends knew you too. You chose to throw that away. You had it. You had it. And you made the decision. She cried her eyes out, but you still wanted a new model. You've now gone and you found a new model and you've discovered hole na hole. At the end of the day, it's a warm hole and two round objects. That being, at the end of the day, that's it. One warm hole, two round objects. That being. After making the catastrophic mistake of his life, Frida, now he is beginning to wonder. And he's looking at long-standing history. And he is realizing the benefits of long-standing history. Nobody needs to explain anything to nobody. Charlie, do you remember this person? I'm like, I don't remember. Oh, now it did E14. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That be. Even the boys that I hadn't met or didn't remember. Somebody would say something and it would be straight out of my mouth. Right out there. Quirky response. And everybody would be laughing. Yeah. Beautiful. That is the advantage of staying in your lane and playing with your mates. If you ever needed a reminder to stay in your lane and play with your mates, go and watch the video Nwako just made. That is what happens to people who play with their grandchildren. If you are willing to join Nwako in his adventures, then go join him. Don't let us hear from you. Don't cry, Don't cry. Because me, I have no sympathy for you. Don't cry. When you make your choices, I was saying that I have no sympathy for partner Nwako, and somebody says, that's a bit wicked. I have no sympathy for him. He is the full-blooded adult in this whole equation. He should know better. But he wants to play with his granddaughter. Okay. You will have to change diapers. And he wants to play with his granddaughters. Why is he complaining when he's changing diapers? Grandbabies need diaper changes. So let Parned change diaper. Whilst Regina is breaking everything in his house. Let Regina break. I've just finished raising a teenage girl. When madness comes inside their head, your property is in trouble. So Parned, if girl is breaking your property, me, I have no sympathy. That is what little girls do. And little girl too, Parned is not able to rock your world. Parned, by now, he's diabetic. He is hypertensive. Even the potence, I'm not sure how potent he is. I don't think so. The heart itself will be in a conditional. Paned. He cannot. Rock. Nah, Paned cannot. So little girl who wants to play with grandpa, you also will learn to nurse grandpa. Kojo. You will sit on top like that. It's now ripe banana, I know. But that being, he cannot inflate. No, he cannot inflate. That's what grandpa can do. You also shut up and manage. Well, he has shut up and drive. Little girl, you will be the driver. Nobody's going to rock your world. You will have to shut up and drive. So shut up and drive. Now you want him. You be so. Bank alert, pakam. Whilst you are receiving bank alert, you don't call us. In the same way, when you drive, you shut up and you drive. Don't call me you. That is the state of affairs. So there's not a lot of sympathy. Shut up and drive. Joyce, it don't be true. Show me the lie. Those of you who send me comments on WhatsApp instead of make the comments on Facebook, I will ignore all of you going forward. It don't be true. If you think I have lied, point out the lie. I will apologize immediately and send you 2 CDs. Where did I lie? Lanes. On any highway, there are lanes. Some cars are suitable for the fast lane. Some cars are suitable for the crawl lane. If your car is a crawl lane car, my friend, go do the crawl lane. Because if you get in the fast lane, you will get on people's nerves. They will give you pressure. You will make mistakes in the fast lane. Come to the crawl lane, because that is your lane. Those of you who are also in a hurry, don't come and disturb us in our crawl lane. You go to the fast lane. You go. We have left the fast lane for you. Go. Find your lane. Find your level. Stay inside. Whatever you discover there, keep for yourself. Don't let us hear from you. Those of you, I feel sorry for Paned Nwako. You don't have your own business to mind. Me, I have my business to mind, though. That reminds me, that's the last group of people. Those of you who come on videos like this, not all marriages are not perfect. Mind your business. Somebody made a comment on my video this morning. You should focus on your illness and not worry about. Have you also focused on your business? You haven't focused on your business. You could not discipline yourself to focus on your business. You have left your business to focus on my illness whilst I'm busy focusing on somebody's marriage. You don't realize that you and I, we are classmates. None of us know how to mind our own damn business. I can't mind my business the same way you can't mind your business. So what qualifies you to advise me? Adela. What qualifies you to advise me? Tina. Hey? You cannot keep your nose out of my illness. Me too, I cannot keep my nose out of somebody's marriage. I am busy nosing around somebody's marriage. You are also busying yourself more about my health than I am concerned about my own health. My sister. And somehow you think you are a better person than me to advise me. I have mental illnesses fully declared at the moment. So, especially now when I've got time, I'm not able to do much. So I sit down in one place and I think foolish thoughts. We are classmates now, Bernadette. Some of you are my classmates. You are here pretending as if you are better than me. You are not better than me. And sometimes I will accidentally expose you. It will be an accident. It's not that I really want to expose you. It's just an accident. I made one small comment. Somebody screenshot. Was that even necessary? I don't know about necessity. Look, if I'm bored, when I see that message, I might mistakenly respond. That's why I always tell you on my platform, you'll be held responsible for your utterances. If you are claiming madness, me too. I'm claiming madness. You and me both. Be mad. If foolishness catch you and you write stupid comments, the same foolishness. If it catch me too, make I do some. I'm telling you. I know correct like that too. Idaya. I thought all of you knew this about me a long time ago. I know correct like that at all. You know. I create. The fact that I'm wearing clothes is because The environment safe, I don't feel run around naked. That be why. Wearing clothes does not confirm sanity. You people didn't know. You think wearing clothes confirms sanity. It does not. Oh. No. You think that you are the only madman in Gogovu. No, me too. I'm mad past you. So please, don't be making comments about certain things that may cause my cri to come to the front, and then I mistakenly. Joyce, we are very serious. We are very serious people. We are very serious on this platform, my sister. You hear me? We are very serious people. I don't even know where this video has gone and come. But somewhere, hopefully, in the midst of the foolishness, Janelle, you caught some of the serious messages. I was hoping to give you some messages you can give to your daughters. Jeffrey, I was hoping to give you advice for your daughters and for your husbands. The old men who don't know that cradle snatching is a painful exercise. But I don't know. As it is right now, I have no idea what happened on this video. I'm not responsible. Anything that went amiss, I am blaming all the medications I have been on. Every antibiotic that I can have in the last 21 days, I have had it. I have been as high as kite on painkillers. I even had tramadol. I have been on tramadol. Tina, if you cannot laugh on this video, you're in trouble. This is the first time in 21 days I can laugh freely. Well, I've been on tramadol. You hear me? This is the first time in my life I've been given tramadol. I have been on the good stuff. So I'm blaming all those things for anything that went amiss on this video. Hamdia, if anything, go and ask my doctor. He's responsible. He's the one who prescribed it. Yes. Tina, hey! The day I woke up after the first time I had tramadol, I'm like, that's why I could not keep my eyes open. Oh. I was in the middle of talking to my husband. Okay, wait. Okay, is this tramadol? 5 seconds later. Oh, I hype Tina, I hype. Can't you see in my demeanor that all is not well? You know, Desi, it is not well with me. Can't you see? How was the cray? You don't see. There's the usual cray, but today we've taken it a few notches up. It's not well with me. Were you people watching this video thinking I was all right? No, Isabel, it's not well with me. I've been on all the good stuff. So, yeah. I've been sitting on my own. I've not had a lot of human contact in the 21 days of October. So when you people come on Facebook, you are the first group of humans I'm really interacting with. Blame menopause, Jonelle, me too. And right now, I can officially claim menopause. Officially. But I can officially claim menopause. Officially, you know. So I'm going to claim it too. When you are in menopause, you create too. Extra large Pro Max. You people wanted me to discuss Paned and Nwako. I have discussed. And the first video was good. Let's do second video. You think second video was going to go well? Well, this is second video. That's why patients request for it. Yes. Hey, tramadol. Tramadol. Joyce, you cannot take anymore. You are welcome here some. Hey, yeah, this was the problem. Yeah, those of you who are going to report to my husband and my mother and all the people you are going to report, they all know this is my Suban, you know. They've all known for a long time. When I was sitting in my hospital scrubs and I turned the camera on, my husband's phone did not have a minute of peace. Krum, 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 krum. Sister Sandra, how are you doing? Krum, 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 krum. My husband, he knows so. After over 20 years together, he knows so. He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows the problem he lives with. So pray for him and just leave it. He doesn't need a reminder, okay? Just pray for him. But as I always say, if your mother is not a good person, the Lord didn't deal well with you. If your children are not good, oh, the Lord has been unfair to you. But if your spouse is not good, that one now your choice. Now you choose up. It's your choice. So I have no sympathy for. That's why I'm not exactly very sympathetic to Paned Nwako. Poor bro Kofi. Who for some? Joyce. Now who for some? Who for some? Da da da, oh fine lady. Da 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 da. Now who calls some? We don't know who calls up. Anyway, I think this is a good time to end this feed before we create more problems. Before we create more problems for the brotherhood. Hey, and we give more reportage. The reporters need a lot of work. I think we have given them plenty. Let me go and find some tea to drink and sleep. I think some sleeping will be good right now. If you people come back into my inbox and request more Paned Nwako, you know that this one is going to be even better. The next video I will make on Regina Daniels, you will all run from your phones, so don't come and request it. Aha, Tina, you know the words. It be telephone or fine lady. Yes, I know he's your prince. Me, I come from a different village. My village, you know they do your prince thing for my village. A different village. Me too, I be princess from my village. Bonafide. I know princesses in your village don't look like me, but me, this is princess from my own village. Nwako. It be telephone or fine lady. Yeah, mama. I am sad for my mother self. Anyway, fight for them. Hey, who are you fighting? You are busy fighting for them. Yeah, I'm fighting for me. But even fighting for me is becoming a difficulty. Let me go and get some sleep. I wake up 2 a.m. But it doesn't matter. At that time, hopefully, I will do things that make more sense than all this craziness I'm doing this evening. The next episode of Paned Nwako and Regina Daniels I will make, it will be hotter past this one. Fire go day inside. If you people want peace, don't request it in my inbox again. You hear me? Stop for a while. Let me sleep in peace. And then sing Paned. If you people disturb me again, I come back here to do Paned Nwako. Yay! That day. You go see all Paned equipment for here. You don't want it, don't come and disturb me. Joyce. Sister Margaret. Good night, everyone. And thank you for facilitating my madness. I shall see you tomorrow. I've not actually been live for seeing all of you. It's responsible. I am blaming the excitement of seeing you again for all the foolishness that happened on this feed. Assalamu alaikum.